All right, video number one. Now here's the first video, and before we even play the drums, it's important to know what it is that we're playing. So I call this Meet the Drums. And so I want to tell you about a bunch of the different drums that we have set up here so you can know all the names. So if we're gonna play them, we gotta know what they're about. So we're gonna start a couple places. First is our snare drum, which is right here, and it sits right in between, usually right in front of us. And it's nice and loud, and it's kind of buzzy because underneath the drum, there are actually snare wires that go all under the underside of the drum. And if you ask your mom, she could show you a picture of it. But, and what's really cool is there's a little switch on the side. I know it might be hard to see. There's a little switch on the side, and you can turn them on and off, which is awesome. So that is our snare drum. And then right next to our snare drum, we have our hi-hat. And our hi-hats are really fun. It's two cymbals put together, and you play it with your left foot, and it goes up and down. So hi-hats, and there's two of them. So we have a snare, we have our hi-hats, and then we have a cymbal over here. And this is a crash cymbal. And we usually play it when we want to make a big crash. And then we have our toms or our tom-toms, depending on how we want to call them. And they all have different sounds. Some are higher and some are lower. And then we even have the lowest tom, which is called our floor tom. That is our toms. Some drums have a lot of toms, some have only a few. This one has 3. Over here we have another cymbal, and it's a bigger cymbal, and we call it a ride cymbal because in music, like we go for a ride in the car, we spend a lot of time keeping the beat on our ride cymbal, and it's usually big and it's usually thicker than other cymbals, and it has a different sound. So you hear the difference. Here's the ride cymbal, and here's the crash cymbal. You kind of hear the difference, right? So that's really fun. And most importantly, down here, I know it's kind of hard to hear, kind of hard to see. I'll even bring the camera around a little bit. This is our kick drum. It sits right in front of us, and we usually play it with our right foot. And it's really important. And so we kick it by pressing our foot on the pedal. I know it's kind of hard to see right now, but and the beater hits up against the drum, and it makes a big, loud noise. And these are our drums. And so we have our kick drum, or our bass drum. We have our snare drum. Remember, we could turn that off. And then we have our hi-hats. And we have our crash cymbal. We have our ride cymbal. And we have our toms. And sometimes we even have something fun, like some bell chimes, right? And so these are our drums, and we put them all together. We put them all together, we can make music. And that's what's so fun about drums, and we can make all kinds of different music, all kinds of different sounds. So I want to tell you about the drums. You have met the drums. Great job. Keep learning those names and learning all about the drums. I'll check you out in the next video. Bye.